Assalamu alaikum. I am Zainab Usman, a second year MBBS student at Liaquat National Medical College, Karachi. I hope I am audible to all of you. Topic of my presentation today is dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with many psychological disorders that are deep-rooted in our society. According to a recent study, depression is a common psychological state affecting over 350 million people from all age groups worldwide. Depression has been recognized as a major public health issue and is being treated as such. According to a 2022 survey, about 18% of children aged 7 to 16 suffer from mental health disorders, and about 20 million people, that makes up 17% of Pakistani population, suffer from some form of mental health condition. And ironically, Pakistan has lowest psychiatrist to patient ratio. According to WHO, 400 psychiatrists and 500 psychiatric hospitals exist in the country. So that means that patients who have access to psychiatrists, number one, there are not enough people who validate mental health problems, and number two, even if they want to assess a psychiatrist, the psychiatrists are all already overburdened, and so the patient neglection comes up. According to a patient survey, the magnitude of mental illnesses is like 6% of patients that are reported suffering from depression, 1.5% suffer from schizophrenia, 1% suffer from Alzheimer's. So we will be discussing some of these disorders today in our presentation, and I hope today's presentation adds on to your knowledge and we are able to unlearn and relearn certain taboos and stigmas, and hopefully validate mental health issues just like we do with general health issues. So starting our presentation, the objectives of our presentation would be: we will be talking about structure of dopamine, metabolism, how it is made and degraded, mode of action, pathways and functions involved, receptors, and clinical disorders. So when we talk about dopamine has a benzene ring, as we can see right here. It has two hydroxyl groups attached to it, and nitrate group attached with ethyl chain. And I thought I would not be studying organic chemistry again after I'm done with it in FSC, but yeah, it is still here in medical. So let's talk about synthesis. From where dopamine is made, it is made from tyrosine. What is tyrosine? Now, tyrosine is a non-essential amino acid. That means that it is already made in our body, so it is not essential to be taken in our diet. So tyrosine comes from diet or degradation of other amino acids in our body. Upon it acts tyrosine hydroxylase, which converts it into dopa. So this is a rate limiting step. Then dopa decarboxylase acts on it along with vitamin B6 and makes dopamine. And from dopamine, other hormones are derived as well, which are norepinephrine and epinephrine. We also call them as noradrenaline and adrenaline. This means deficiency of any of this enzyme would result in a clinical disorder. Now let's talk about its degradation. So dopamine is degraded through two pathways. 90% of dopamine is degraded into dopact by action of monoamine oxidase. So the 90% of the dopamine that is converted into dopact, 60% of it is used as it is in our body, and 40% of it is converted into homovenilic acid that is secreted in urine. The rest of 10% is converted into 3-methoxytyramine, and it is also converted again into homovenilic acid that is also secreted in our urine.